That look and you know people have bad news to tell you? I guess they had to cut this trip short. Really, nigga? Man, if you don't get your camera... Bruh, get out of here, man. Shit.
Jasper!
That's a spear in his chest.
Move it! Get down! Get down! Wait.
Oh my god. Who? My skin. Do not show that on the screen again, please. Is it what happened to her? Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Are you ready?
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts here, back with another reaction to Mad Men. Now, this has been highly anticipated, okay? Highly anticipated, at least for me. So many discussions to be had when it comes on to the show. Now, without no further ado, we're gonna jump into some Mad Men. But for you guys out there that have not joined the Patreon yet, you want to enjoy these episodes ahead of time, make sure you go check out the Patreon, man. Link is down in the description. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review.
The Hansard procedure negotiations have concluded as promised. You need only wire the full £2,900 by Thursday, and your slate will be clear with Inland Revenue.
Your promise was to extricate me from this situation altogether.
My promise was to keep you out of prison.
Thursday? How am I supposed to find $8,000 in 2 days? That's not possible. That's no help at all.
You gave Her Majesty's portion to a foreign power. This is the very best news there could be. You should get a pencil.
What are you doing out here?
Business. Go back to bed there.
What are you looking for?
Go back to bed this minute!
Okay.
I was hoping we could discuss the first quarter media projections. These numbers are very positive.
They're projections. They're derived from reality, but they're hopes and dreams.
When will they become commitments?
I can't predict the future, Lane.
Phil Holidays. Jin. Walt, what do you think about extending our credit by $50,000?
No, we were in a talk real business. How do things look for 67?
Well, the projections suggest...
No projections. We're only interested in commitments.
Well, the commitments are firm, but no one's been paying their bills on time.
Done.
Roger, Cooper's office. Coming!
What's the hurry, Harry?
Are you drunk?
Pearl Harbor Day. Show some respect.
Remember Lane's fool at Jaguar, Edwin Baker? 3 weeks ago, he was replaced by Hugh Hibbert, and we are back in the running. In fact, I've been working a few prospects over there for months, waiting for Edwin to self-destruct. And he did. He vomited in the lap of the head of the Dealers Association. And size-wise, we're the smallest, so let's all start boning up on the wonders of Jaguar. We have a meet and greet next week, and the presentations are sometime in mid-January. Yes, you may have to stay past 5:30.
I've lived here if I know it was more than the pipe dream.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Paul? Harry?
Hell?
As I live and breathe.
What the hell happened to you? Don't pretend this isn't strange. Consider it seen. I really should be going.
Harry, I've been trying to get you down here. Remember how anxious, how insecure, how terrified I was of living life? It's gone. Can you imagine living that way, Harry?
I'm sorry. This is giving me the willies.
Please, keep an open mind. Am I allowed to be here?
Everyone's allowed to be here.
Hello there.
Harry, this is Mother Lakshmi.
Okay.
Krishna, Harry.
Oh, I get it.
Get what?
I should go. No.
Chat with us.
Chant.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh, you're chanting.
I call this meeting.
Where's Joan?
It's best Joan's not here for my announcement. I don't know about yours.
Go ahead.
Very well. A recent pass of the books shows that we have a surplus, $50,000. I believe that enables us to distribute Christmas bonuses. Equal shares to full partners, half shares to juniors, 2% gifts to S&C, and 4% E&C.
Bless us, everyone.
And I shall see to it that the checks are distributed immediately.
Actually, let's wait till the Christmas party. Someone's not going to be happy, and I'd rather not stare at her for a month.
Approved. I have to announce that we're in the running. I mean, actually, this time, for Jaguar. So it's time we all get some learning on this fine automobile. I intend to drive the Mark II this afternoon.
Don, don't you think the bonuses would make more of an impact now? Nothing like a surprise for morale.
Not my
Why
morale.
don't you just...
The Jaguar announcement should be good for morale. And
Lane, why don't you just say that you need money? I mean, why are you beating around the subject here? Like, bro, if you say that you need the money now, just take your bonus now. And then everybody else can wait a month. You don't need to. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if everybody else wants to wait a month and you need the money now, tell them, I need this money now to pay some taxes, okay? Boom.
As much as it affects me personally, I think we should sit tight on the bonuses, and we'll have to supplement.
Damn it! Afford to do both.
Ghost visited you, Ebenezer.
You asked me to stop this last time.
Other than Roger, who started drinking at exactly 7:55 this morning, no one has given me the reaction I desire from this blessed event. Bert.
They're lemons. They never start.
Hare Krishna.
Oh God.
Humming.
Your mind is clear.
Yeah.
Is it really?
I should be getting back.
Are you hungry?
I am.
MADMEN take him for some food.
Hey, that's a beautiful idea. But I can tell you really got into that. So you really got into Lakshmi. I love her deeply, Harry. She's my kind of religion. Lakshmi lived most of her life as a girl named Janet, whose promiscuity led her to drugs and prostitution. The movement saved her life. So what's your excuse? I was at rock bottom. I love what the movement has given me, but I don't understand why I have to live like that to love God. Are they making you stay? Just Lakshmi. So you don't want to share, huh? I want to make a life with her, but not there. So what's that have to do with me? She was a runaway. She won't leave unless she knows she won't wind up back on the streets. Wait, you know what? Go eat by yourself. Stop. Money solves today, not tomorrow. Up here on the right, and for your information, Prabhupada is by.
I'm sorry, I said.
I don't have a job for you, Paul. I thought about that.
You can help me because I have been working.
You've been writing?
I think it's the most meaningful work I've ever done in my life. It's a speculative episode of the hit television show Star Trek.
Negron.
Are you kidding me?
I think it should be their season opener next year.
It's a tough time slot. My three sons, bewitched.
It'll be there.
Where the hell do you watch it?
Just read the first 15 pages. Then you don't have to pass it along to the executives at NBC about trying to get it to Mr. Roddenberry.
That's kind of a line you don't cross, Paul.
Who do you think you're talking to? How much do you buy at NBC? You don't have any leverage?
Okay. Is it about Hare Krishna?
Well, not literally, but they don't tell literal stories. You had a vision your first time. Not that I wasn't in a state of bliss for the first few months, but something happened. I try to clear my head, but I can't. It's too busy in there. Everybody else looks so happy. You know, I got there and I started trying to figure out who Prabhupada likes best. He doesn't like me. No one likes me. Sometimes I think Krishna doesn't even like me. No one but Lakshmi. Will you read the script?
Help a brother out. Might as well. So now you're gonna forge the signature, my guy?
He really hopes this will change his life. What am I gonna do?
You really want to help him, don't you?
What? Really? Do you know how lucky we are?
Well, if you really want to help, be honest with him and tell him he needs to write a better script.
I think it was really hard for him.
Then you shouldn't be doing it.
Mr. Campbell to see you.
Sometimes you really gotta tell people the truth, man. Don't hide it from them.
So what's your favorite Jaguar?
Did you send over a packet?
I don't know how to operate a stick shift.
I'll go this afternoon.
See that you do, because your opinion means a lot more than mine. Take Megan. See how they deal with a couple. You know, if I told you last December that we'd be in the running for a car, you would have kissed me on the mouth.
Maybe you and I should go as a couple.
That is good to hear.
I've been assured the funds should be accessible immediately.
Is the matter of my fee?
Nigga, what?
Yes, of course. After the holidays. Good day.
Joan, you have a guest in reception who needs a signature.
Are you Joan Harris?
That's me.
You've
You're
been
served.
served. Divorce papers?
Why did you let him in?
He said he needed to talk to you.
About what?
Don't remember everything everybody says.
Because you're an idiot.
Talk to me like that.
Do you understand? Having you out here is the same as having no one?
He said it was a surprise.
Here's a surprise.
Joan!
Surprise! There's an airplane here to see you. Stop it.
I think she got served for divorce.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm fine. Oh, Dot. It's too early for lunch.
I want to go to lunch.
Well, hello. What brings you in today?
We got tired of waiting for a cab. Thought we'd buy a car.
Well, let's see if I can get out of your way.
What's that?
That's the most beautiful car ever made. I'm thinking about paying to have you drive around in this.
I'll drive her around for free.
I'll have to take you out one at a time. There's no room for three.
Why would we want you along?
She really wants me to take her for a ride.
She can drive it herself.
So you're gonna ride with her?
Can I?
How much is the car?
That one? $5,600.
I'm going cars for $5,000? Bruh.
I don't know what it is. That car does nothing for me.
It's
because you're happy, you don't need it. You do not know how hard I've tried to ignore this at work. I know what I'm doing. I have some control. But then he found a way to ruin that too.
You're gonna need to define some of these pronouns if you want me to keep listening.
Dr. Captain Harris served me with papers in the office. He's divorcing me, like he has the moral high ground.
You should have been done this. You ended it.
He loves it.
You scared the shit out of me. Bert Peterson told me you were the one person in the agency I shouldn't cross. He and Freddie had a standing argument that you were a lesbian.
You think they never brought that up with me?
Did she just
Nobody realizes how bad it has to get for that to happen.
She just took a puff of the cigarette and nothing came out of it.
To start over? On what date do you share that news?
After you go all the way. You'll find somebody better.
You did, didn't you? You found someone perfect.
I did. I feel like the office misses her.
Maybe I should have kept her at reception.
I don't think you should have thrown those papers out the window.
Give me some change. I want music.
A pleasure to see you. I hope you understand Jennifer wants to be very thorough in our search for a nanny. Thank you, Meredith.
Where did
If
I
this is
know
some
this
kind of shakedown, let me stop you right now.
lady
I know you're
from?
trying to recruit me.
Listen to me. I don't know what it is, but when you were chanting, I felt this intensity, you know? Everywhere on my body, especially
obvious.
one place.
I was in such a state. I thought you were with Paul.
Nobody's with anybody. Paramount does what he wants, and so do I. It doesn't mean that we don't love each other. So there's no reason for you to say no.
What about the fact that I'm married?
I'm burning for you.
Oh, Lord.
Does your wife burn for you?
You sure it's the right type of burning?
So this is completely allowed.
Make sure you lock the door. Jesus, man. The cheating just keeps going. You might as well just go with it, because it's not going away. And he's the only one in the show that's been getting away with it. Oh, damn. Like,
You okay?
I don't know. My heart's beating like a rabbit.
Smoking's not gonna help.
Don't get all strict on me, Mother Lakshmi.
But I am strict. I did this for the movement.
Sure you did.
No. But I am joining. Your techniques are more persuasive than Parma.
You're disgusting. I'm only here because I don't want you shaking his devotion.
How does that work? You're the worst girlfriend in the world.
And you're the best friend. That's why you're giving him false hope for his awful teleplay.
He wants to have a life with you.
Even if that was possible, that's not the way.
Well, he doesn't know that. Why don't you just let him go?
Because he's a devotee of the Lord. You're just a karmi. You want to make him into a gross materialist when he's living in the spiritual world. And also, he's our best recruiter.
So I'm confused. Why did we just do that?
Because you're going to stay away from him and let him be happy in the light of Krishna consciousness.
or I could just tell him I did stuff.
I'm trading the only thing I have.
But you already gave it away.
Ow! Excuse me, bitch?
Stay away from him.
What do I do about the script?
Tell him the truth.
Oh, he's late for dinner?
You're drunk. And you left work at lunch. Where the hell were you?
You want to get the rolling pin? What the hell?
I want to know where you were.
I left work. I test drove a Jaguar, had a drink with Joan.
And you never thought to call me? Why did you want me to think that?
Calm the hell down.
Waiting for someone who doesn't give a shit about anybody.
You like to get mad.
No, I don't.
That's what gets you going.
That is not what this is. You're gonna eat dinner with me.
Okay, Mom. Okay, he's trying to take charge. Where's your dinner? You just threw it at the wall.
No, you want
I'll clean it up later. You still love your work.
Well, it's different there now.
You loved it before you ever met me.
Yeah, I understand weird why the attitude with Dom, because it's just like when you have that, and this is the reason why, you know, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of game here, because I used to like be in business with, do things, you know what I'm saying, with my significant daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though it takes a while to, if that stops, like when it stopped for us, and we still, you know, came home, see each other and stuff like that, it's a feeling that you're like, oh my God, we work so good together. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have that experience anymore. You feel like what you were doing before you knew her, like it doesn't feel the same. Even, and that's, I understand what Don is going through, because I felt the same way. It's kind of like, you know, him having her there and her realizing her potential as, you know, her potential in advertising, and she just left that for acting. And then, you know what I mean, he wants to be supportive of her, but then he misses her, you know, going to work with her, seeing her there, having her there. It's just one of those things, man, where it's not just missing a coworker. You know what I'm saying? Like if a coworker, you know, left, or whatever the situation, left to go get a, you know, for a better job, or whatever the situation, it's just not this, it's not the same, because you still have to go home and see this person. It's like you see this person and you're like, man, I wish we were still getting ready together, going to work together and all of that stuff. It's love, you know what I'm saying? It's love, man. And so I totally understand why she's saying that.
Hare Krishna.
Well, it's probably Don.
Great to see you. I have news. They loved it. They said it was one of the best scripts they'd ever read. The reader at Mike Weinblatt's office apparently can't give it to Mike or anyone over there because of legal reasons. Never call him because I've had some lawsuits, but he said you have a future, and I agree with him.
Really? What did he say? Can I talk to him? Does he want to talk to me?
Never. But in this envelope is your future. This is your destiny.
Is it a contract?
They're not interested, but I am. This is $500 and a ticket to Los Angeles. I want you to leave the Krishnas and go out there and try. I'm not giving you this unless you promise to leave your things and go from here. Good. This is all you need. You don't understand what it's like out there. This failure, this life, it'll all seem like it happened to someone else.
Harry, you don't understand Lakshmi.
If you go back there, you'll never be strong enough to go. It's $500. You can call her on the way from Philly or something.
You know, all these people said they'd do something for me. And you're the first one who did.
Everyone's assembling for the announcement.
What's going on?
Mohawk's on strike. They're suspending all work.
Well, then there'll be no bonuses. No. No Christmas bonuses 3 years in a row.
I know. They're going to be working all through the holidays on Jaguar.
Fine. Just the partners will defer.
Even the junior partners?
Yes, till the end of January.
Well, here we go. Don, you up to joining us?
This puts significant financial strain on the company. It was our plan to distribute Christmas bonuses this year, but quite selflessly, the partners have elected to forego their share.
You're all getting Christmas bonuses, and we aren't.
We've been included in an elite group of agencies invited to pitch Jaguar cars. So, congratulations. Anything else?
Yes, actually, I'd like to say something. Last year at this time, whether you knew it or not, the survival of this company was on the line. And I look at the faces in this room who have given their all to this tenuous recovery, and I say, prepare to take a great leap forward. Swim the English Channel and then drown in champagne. There are 6 weekends between now and the pitch. We are going to spend them all here. We'll celebrate Christmas here. We will ring in the new year together. And in the end, we will represent Jaguar, and it will be worth it. Every agency on Madison Avenue is defined by the moment they got their car. Land Jaguar, the world will know we've arrived.
Okay. I don't know why you took your jacket off, but all right. Now you got to figure out how to put that money back. They had a lot of Joan, you know what I mean? That was brilliantly done. You know, There's a lot of things about Mad Men that you could say is you could say that it is feel like you're in this, in a way, this utopian world, like these things are not possible, but then you have on the other side of things where it's, you feel like everything in this world is in this world that they're dealing with in these regular people's lives. It feels like it is possible, right? And I love this episode for probably not the reason that you guys are thinking. You know, I love the fact that they highlighted Joan a lot in this episode of what she was going through, her being served with divorce. Is something I knew that was going to come at some point. I felt like it was coming at some point. I didn't know that they would probably give us a scene about it. I thought they would have just made her get a divorce, you know, in the background, kind of. But I knew she was going to get a divorce because, you know what I'm saying, that dude is I don't like him. I'm just be honest. I don't like the dude. The dude is he's so incompetent. It's not even funny. You know, he's just a type of person where you're just like, yes, you're in the army, but the decisions that you make should be in the best interest of your child, not the country. The child becomes the priority. So anything that's in the best interest of your child, which is for you to be present and not decide, oh, I'm going to spend another year because they need me, when they don't. You get what I'm saying? He's convinced himself, you know what I'm saying, that they need him, when he's pretty much getting all he needs at home. Because I don't think, don't get me wrong, Joan has cheated on him, but he doesn't know that. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't know. So, I mean, some people will probably chalk it up to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, maybe this is just karma for Joan or whatever the situation is. But I look at things for what it is and what I see. I don't assume that there's some magical spirits in the air that decide that how things go. Things are all happen because of decisions, right? So him deciding to do this, not considering the fact that you have a baby at home, right, which is not his kid. He doesn't remember. He doesn't know any of this. He doesn't know that that baby is not his. He doesn't know, right? So for him to make this drastic decision is very unusual to me. You get what I'm saying? It's a very unusual decision to just go back like that, unless you just don't love Joan anymore, which is something that you can say instead of acting the way that you're acting, and then expect everybody to just like been waiting on you to be home this entire time, right? And then you come home and you don't have to go back, but you chose to go back. You know what I'm saying? So that was just kind of odd to me, of the type of person that he is. But other than that, the reason why I love this episode, I mean, Lane doing what he did when he could have just been honest and told him, hey, I got some back taxes I gotta pay back in England. I gotta take care of that. So I know you guys, you know, want to, you know, let the money sit, you know, let it wait a month because you might need it or whatever the situation is. But I need this bonus. You know what I mean? I need this bonus. I think if he had done that, maybe one of the partners could have even spot him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If he was just it's always better to just be truthful, guys. That's just how it is. It's always better to just upfront honest than go behind people's back, forging Don's signature, all of this other stuff. Like, that's not cool. You get what I'm saying? That was not cool, and I think he's gonna be in big trouble for it. He might end up getting fired for this if they ever find out, right? But in particular, in this episode, we saw Don, the interaction between him and Joan, just talking about, you know, how they met, the type of person that Joan is. And, you know, I can see why anybody would be intimidated by her. Not only by the fact that she's an absolutely gorgeous woman, not only because of that, her attitude, the way how she carries herself. I can understand why any man would be intimidated by her. You get what I'm saying? And I'm talking about from a beauty standard point. From a beauty standard point of, you know, like scared of talking to her and stuff like that. Because sometimes you just can't keep your wits about you. Like, it took me a long while to actually be able to do that with absolute confidence. Like, you know, I was never the person that used to just have game, walk up to strange women and talk to them and ask them. But after practicing, especially after my marriage and stuff like that, I got better at it, gained more confidence because of the practice, countless rejections and stuff like that. Like, it's not something, you know, some people are born with it. You know what I'm saying? Some men are born with the wrist. They can do it. You get what I'm saying? But I wasn't one of those people. So I can honestly tell you that if I was younger, like maybe like late teens, early 20s, talking to a woman like Joan would not go well. I promise you, it would not go well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I would understand if men were absolutely intimidated by her, because but you know, she is who she is. And you feel hard, you feel for these characters in a lot of ways, and the stuff that they go through. Now, Megan definitely overreacted to the whole entire situation, because she knows that it's not really what he wants. She knows this. She knows that that's not really what he wants. The whole her acting and stuff like that. He's supporting her because, you know, that's his wife. He's supporting her, but he misses her at work, and she knows this. You know, and the fact that she overreacted. Let's just be honest, she did. I understand that Don probably should have called her and let her know. You know what I'm saying? That he was leaving early, he was gonna do this and that and whatever. He could have done this, but he didn't, right? So the responsibility is on him. He dropped the ball there for sure. But I think she overreacted to throwing her the plate with the food. Like, bro, stop it. You know what I'm saying? And talking to him like that, like, women need to understand that is the kind of stuff that will make men believe that you don't respect them. You get what I'm saying? Telling him to sit down, you're gonna eat dinner with me. You know, my girl would never try some shit like that. Like, in that kind of tone of voice, no. Because she knows that the minute that happens, I believe in my mind that you've lost respect for me. Somehow, some way, in my mind, I'm gonna feel like, why do you think that you can raise your voice like that at me? Like, what? Like, I don't do that to you out of respect, right? I don't do that to you. The only time that I raise my voice is when I'm passionate about something that I'm talking about. I don't raise my voice in arguments because I don't believe I need to. I've been there, I've done that when I was married, and I decided that I'm never gonna do that again. It don't do anything. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve a problem. It doesn't do anything. Raising your voice to get your point across really just makes the point moot, because it's like, okay, you don't have to be that aggressive. Of course I could raise my voice and let you cower under the sound of my voice, but I choose not to do that, so we can have a balanced relationship. I respect you, you respect me. So if she decides to do something like that to me, right, we're probably going to have a problem. You get what I'm saying? More than likely we are going to have a problem, because I'm just like, what makes you think that you can do that to me and there's not going to be any consequences to it? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, no, just don't do it. We all have control, and if we're adults, we all must learn to be under control. I'm not going to tolerate that, because at the end of the day, it's not something that I would do to you. And I feel like if we're adults and we can talk about our problems, we can talk about anything, we don't need to raise our voices about anything. We're not trying to alert the neighbors to what's going on, or you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think anything that we have to deal with as a couple needs to be broadcasted, right? We can deal with things in a civilized manner, right? If you feel like you need to raise your voice, you know, do it away from me. If you're gonna do it, go to your mama's house and scream at her, but you're not gonna scream at me. It's as simple as that, right? So at the end of the day, this was a great episode. I liked it a lot because it dealt with a lot of the issues that these characters are going through. It was a little bit more personal more than anything else. The whole thing with Paul and Harry, that was kind of weird, but you know, okay. You know what I'm saying? Harry helped him out in the end. Harry's one of those dudes that keep cheating and never getting caught by anybody. You know what I mean? He been done cheating on his wife like 3 or 4 times in the show, right? And he never gets called out. I mean, I've called it out, but nobody has ever caught him. Like, everybody kind of had an inkling of everybody else that cheats in the show, like Don, you know what I'm saying? People knew that he was cheating, you know what I'm saying? People knew. Nobody has any idea that Harry cheats. He always gets away with it. Like, nobody knows. I don't even think Paul knows. I don't think Paul knows. You know what I'm saying? At least maybe I'm just not remembering it right, but I don't remember at any point if I've ever seen him get caught or somebody knows or get an inkling of him cheating, other than the woman that he's cheating with his wife on. Crazy. But anyways, either way, at this point you're just like going along with whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, this was a great watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction, man. Leave a like, leave a comment. Catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.